let's build some rotation into your golf swing. I'm going to give you my 3 best drills today for you to try. Now it's important you have a look at all 3 because one of them will stick better with you. Hi everybody, Alex Elliott here, PGA Golf professional. I'm here to help you simply, with daily tips, improve your golf with some fun. So let's get into some rotation drills. So the first thing to understand, if we want to start rotating better and building it into our golf swing, we've got to understand that our upper half and lower half just moves at slightly different rates in a slightly different sequence. So let's get that sorted for drill number 1. Now you'll notice here, this is one of those rings that you actually just put around the flag when you're chipping into it, but I love it for this. So we stand sort of inside it on our toes in line with this. Now, if you don't have something like this already, you could just get 2 bathroom towels and put them together on a slight arc. Place 1 alignment stick across your chest, 1 through your belt. I want you to realise in the backswing, upper half moves first, and you can see here how my upper half is sort of tracing along, and my belt buckle is tracing along as well. So watch this. Upper half moves first, tracing along. Downswing, lower half moves first, tracing along. So it really feels like I'm sort of moving in a bit of a template here. Now, key things, we don't want this. This is not rotation. This is really bad for our game. This is what we want. So 1, your trail hand down, just make it flow. Look at me now, this is what I want you to do. Make it flow, use this on the floor as a guide to where we want these arms and these hips to move to. So if I went in this a little bit more detail now, they both start here. Hips will sort of move to match this line here, shoulders will move to match this line here on the way back. In the downswing at impact, let's try and feel our hips are clear of this and our shoulders are pointing somewhere around about this section here, okay? So watch me here, to the top, down, and through. So that's our first drill, and that's sort of a bit more of a mechanical one to understand what we're looking for in our tilts and our turns. Let's go on to number 2, a real favourite of mine. Keep an alignment stick in your hand, and I would just use this as a good warm-up. Give it a bit of a bend, okay? Comes to face-on perspective now with me, guys. I think this is number 2 and a really nice one for us to learn. Now, at any point, if you're feeling a little bit of sort of tension around this lower back, just stop and be careful with this. Do little and often rather than loads all in one go. That's going to help us build it into our golf swing much better anyway. On another thing just to mention, can we make sure with some good checkpoints we're stood to this nice and athletically, and if I was a goalkeeper or going to tackle somebody, I'd be nice and balanced and athletic. So grab the alignment stick at the end, bend it in to create this little arc. All I want you to do now is, can we make some turns back and through, back and through. Look how straight away this gets this moving much more, as opposed to it being arm swing. Can't really move this very far, can I? It's as far as I can move this whole semicircle. This is how we're going to really feel like we're activating the whole body. So for drill number 2, bend that alignment stick in, round, through, round, through. So if you thought about what that looked like with a golf club in our hand, let's hit this one away before we move into the final one. So really feeling turned, turned. Let's hit this one away. So feeling that rotation in your golf swing is going to allow you to access more power easily. So think about the 2 drills you've done so far. Get in those comments as well if you think you like one of those, but let's get into our final one. Now, the reason why I like this one so much, it becomes more of one that we can do at the driving range and actually hit some shots away with. So a really vital one in actually bringing this into our golf game. Now remember, well, firstly, let me say this. If you're brand new to the channel, I've seen a lot of people have been subscribing, so thank you so much. And if you are new to the channel, welcome. Don't forget there is a PDF guide that supports every one of these videos, so do make sure you download it. It's simple. Join the Facebook group down below. It's a PDF for this one, so you can choose your favorite drill, take the PDF with you to the range and really work through the drill nicely. So let's get on to our final one, and all we need now is our noodle. We're going to place this down the range. This is more of a rotation one through swing. So we've spoken about rotation, the backswing, the key points and the more technical aspects into a nice rotation one for number 2. What I want you to feel for number 3 here is this. How often do we see this? We finish off our swing, hit the shot away, and our chest is sort of pointing way to the right of target. I see quite a lot of this, and it really doesn't allow us to create good power and good club face control. What I want you to feel is that you're going to make a shot here now, and we're going to try and feel as our right shoulder points at this noodle. So I'm going to show you 2 slow-mo versions of this. One right now to the right, one right now all the way through to target. Now the key thing with this is we don't rush it to that point. We're not like, get through. We just allow ourselves to uncoil and move. So uncoil and move through the shot. So if you're at the driving range and you can't put a noodle down there, all I want you to do, I want you to imagine there's maybe a 50-yard marker, 100-yard marker in front of you. We get our shoulder pointing to that. And the same thing if you're out on the golf course. Use your target as your gauge to you building that rotation into your golf swing. So there we go. There are 3 tips for today. Make sure you try each one of these, report back to me. I'd love to know which one suits you the best, because there will be one, but you need to try all 3 to find out which one suits you the best. Thanks for listening. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow at the same time.